Welcome, everyone. Today, I'll be speaking about redefining AI, redefining games with the power of AI. To introduce myself first, I'm Ali Hamwi, the founder of SIFOR Games, an Abu Dhabi-based game studio focused on integrating AI in game development and integrating it within all its processes, from pre-production to post-production. C4 Games was founded in 2019. Okay, I think it needs to. Okay, nice. Okay, so C4 Games was founded in 2019 in Malaysia, and then we moved to Abu Dhabi in 2020. We were focused on making hyper-casual games and testing it with global publishers to basically get low CPI by ideating with AI. So we were just focused on the pre-production, coming up with low CPI games and trying it out in the market. So to begin with, I'd like to dig deeper into the topic of AI and game design and tell you more about us as a game studio, how we utilize it technically. So, as you all know, the pre-production phase to the production phase to the post-production has its own challenges. Let's say in the pre-production phase, to come up with a game concept that is competitive in this challenging atmosphere and challenging market where there's a lot of games being published on daily basis, it can be very hard to come up with something outstanding or to come up with the right game elements like theme, game mechanic, camera view, and all that, which resonates with the current market needs. As you can see here, this is just a few examples of gameplays that we utilized image generators to create these concepts before we even develop them. So, I want to talk more about how integrating AI can cause innovation in terms of coming up with game ideas. Basically, AI can basically increase the chances of having a successful game because it can read the market analysis tool that we utilize, which I'm going to mention later. And this market analysis tool allows us to have the right game elements, which consist of many elements that consist of a game while we're working on the game design document. For example, the camera view, the game mechanic, the theme, the core game mechanic as well as the art style. So we work on all these elements. We research the market on what's going well right now in the market, and based on that, it can help us to come up with the right game design document to begin prototyping. So while we're developing elements that I just mentioned earlier, we want to make sure that these elements are validated in the market. So we jump right into the prototyping phase to come up with prototypes that will have low CPIs. But even before that, we have the chance to basically use tools like Ludo AI. They are our partners. It's a Seattle-based company which we partnered up with, which helps us to embed all the AI tools in one game design platform. It's basically the Canva of game design. It can help us elevate our production process. And I'm going to mention more about how we are using Ludo and how it's helping us as a game studio. So the first thing first is AI-assisted visual design. Right now, with current image generators models, there's a lot of models out there that like Midjourney, DALL-E, Stable Diffusion, but all of them are quite general models. They are not trained on games. What's special about Ludo AI image generator is that you can actually come up with gameplays and game assets and at the same time art and icons for your game before you even start developing it. So it can give you a result that is far more comprehensive and detailed comparing to the prompts that you use for other image generators. Therefore, it's far more interesting for us to work on this type of image generator. next thing first, we go for the data-driven design decisions, which is we utilize Ludo's market analysis tool, which has a trends analysis and market analysis tool that can help us with coming up with Ludo score. So as you can see here, Ludo score can be 82 out of 100. The latest update, they also changed that. The Ludo score will tell you basically how likely your game is resonating with the current markets. So what type of games are in the market right now, and how well they're performing, comparing it to your game idea in terms of the chart dominance, the trend potential, the newcomer impact, and the creative edge. The chart dominance is how likely your game is resonating with game elements of games that exist on the chart top charts. The trend potential is the potential for your game to become a trend, taking into account the current market elements. The newcomer impact is that how likely your game idea would cause an impact, taking into account other games with similar elements which gave that specific impact. So the last one will be the creative edge. Is that how innovative your game idea is? Is it standing out from the market? Is it very special in terms of the art style, in terms of the game mechanic, the camera view, and so on? So taking into account these four elements of the Ludo score, you will have this score which can tell you what to remove and what to add in your game design document, which you are already working on inside the game panel, the game design panel, basically. So you will have the ability to figure out the demands of your game before you start prototyping it. So one more interesting thing that they've been working on, and I believe it's been helping us a lot, is that as game studios that want to create more prototypes, and we work with different publishers, we would like to have the speed of coming up with a quick MVP, which truly shows the game elements in order to test it and figure out the CPI, which stands for cost per install, to validate our game idea, basically. So this is very interesting on how we can transform our game design document that we polish, and we transform it into Unity code. Right now, it's the game engine that we use, and it's very interesting to see a tool that can transform your idea into the code itself. You can see like a lot of tools out there that can help you to come up with assets, and still assets is also available on Ludo, but there are other tools that are just focused on 3D model generation, 2D asset generation, and so on. But there's no tool out there that can help us to come up with entire Unity script architecture for our game, which is very powerful. And the plugin is going to be out very soon, and we're looking forward to see how it will fix the compilation errors the moment we work on a game design idea. The third thing here is the AI-assisted gameplay design. As you know, when we used to work with other publishers previously as hyper-casual game studio, we had to prototype to validate the idea and figure out how it looks like, so we can basically make sure that this game idea is attractive for the audience, or it has the visual aspects of it that makes it very interesting. So what's interesting here is that the gameplay image generator is also trained on games, and it can come up with, as you can see here, some game ideas with specific art style that you already can choose previously, and you can generate even UI elements, as you can see. If you try that on any other image generator like Midjourney, you wouldn't have a gameplay that looks so clear for you. This one looks that it's a platformer game with a cute Roblox style. So I'm going to show you more of other gameplays that we basically worked on developing, starting from the image. So as you can see here, this is like a fighting game mechanic. There is a UI. It's like a Street Fighter on mobile. As you can see, even the UI is taking into account the aspect ratio of the game. which is very interesting. And we tried out on different, various different game genres, which is pretty interesting. Even different art styles, from realistic to trippy to whatever art style you would like to have, that can resonate basically with your audience. And this is not only the case here. You can actually work on gameplays that are Steam-like or PC games, not only mobile. But we are focused on mobile, and we haven't really played a lot with the PC market. So that's why most of the examples I have is about mobile. These are some of the titles we tried, like just the concepts we came up with. As you can see as well, with the image generator, we were able to come up with text that is pretty clear and resonates with the image theme. So it does give you a text that is clear comparing to other image generators. Like this one, for example, Galactic Architect, the Conquest of Worlds. It's like an isometric view. It's still, we're able to create such interesting gameplays before we start even developing it. So the AI advantage that we have here as an AI-powered game studio is that this technology is truly helping us accelerate the process of innovation, because the more we can iterate our game idea before we start developing it and wasting time, the more likely we can land a hit game. So we expect to have more success stories from our game studios in the near future, after we've been trying out this method to compete with the current market needs. And I believe that the current market atmosphere globally in the games market, whether it's in the US market or any other market, it's very challenging to have a game that can stand out, that can go viral, unless you come up with something outstanding. And once you have the tool for it, this is just going to make things way more easier for you to penetrate. So that was pretty much it on how we work on AI and how we integrate it in game design. I'm more than happy to have your questions. If you have any questions about how we utilize, yeah, sure. Guys, can we have the mic? Yeah. Yeah.
One.
Oh, okay. Thank you. First of all, thank you for the presentation. It's a really interesting tool. And I'm just see all the cases only for hyper casual or mobile games. Will it work, for example, for Steam? I have, for example, I have the idea that it's not, let's say, common with what the Steam players looks like. Will it analyze everything and understand? Will it work for it if the, let's say, that analog projects are not that kind of
yes,
profitable?
Yeah, definitely. As I said, we are just a mobile AI-powered game studio. But with Steam, we also have one case. We released our current Steam game, which is also inspired by Ludo AI. It's called Tetrominer. You can check it out on Steam. And we did utilize it in our game design document. So while we are creating our game design document on Ludo, we were able to change the elements based on the Ludo score to come up with the right elements, the theme, the art style that we need in order to make our game idea resonate more with the market. And just we pushed it a few days ago, and it seems like we're already getting a good amount of sales. Not in that like huge amount, but it's good comparing to our narrow audience that we chose. So it depends on what audience you're trying to speak with. If you're creating games for the mass market, this is very good. Also, if you're creating a game for a specific niche, this is also going to be very powerful, because the market analysis tool on Ludo supports both schemes.
Great, thank you. And one more question.
Sorry, 1 second.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry.
Go ahead. Yeah.
One more question about the generative code that is generating the Unity code based on the game design doc. can we somehow customize it? Because, for example, I don't want to like talk the technical part, but for example, I'm using the Zinject for dependency injection. Can I
Yeah.
say to implement?
Yes, this is very interesting actually. The dependency issue is going to be sorted out with the plugin. So the plugin will import the codes that you have. You can fully customize it. It will generate the code based on your game design document. And then if there's any missing dependencies, it will automatically import it. It can also automatically fix your compilation error, which is very interesting. The asset, it will be available on the Unity Asset Store probably soon. We will announce it on our Discord as well. We also, you can check our Discord channel on Ludo. You can go to the ludo.ai. You can see a Discord channel that we are also helping with moderation.
Great, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.